This is Racquet, stringitlikeyoumeanit.com. We're the Southwest's only racket stringing by mail experts. We focus only on racket stringing and racket maintenance by mail. Why is that important? Well, most people don't live within an hour or so of a certified or professional stringer. So most of those people don't maintain their rackets the right way. What do I mean by that? Well, most people only get a racket restrung when they break a string, and most of the time, by that time, it's too late. Rackets lose tension over time, and if you're playing with a racket whose strings have gone dead, it can cause a lot of problems. It can cause overuse injuries, and you have to work harder to get the racket to do what it's supposed to do, so you can develop things like tennis elbow, shoulder problems, other issues. So it's really important to maintain your racket. How often should you have your racket restrung? Well, the general consensus is that however many times a week you play, that's how many times a year you should have your racket restrung. So if you play twice a week, you should have it strung twice a year. If you play competitively and you're playing 4, 5, even 6 times a week, you really should be having your racket restrung every couple of months to keep it in the best performance shape that you can. For people who play once a week or maybe once every other week, we recommend that you have it restrung at the start of every season, whether it's the start of the spring season or the fall season or whatever, but once every season. That way you're getting the most out of your racket. So we restring and do maintenance on tennis rackets, racquetball rackets, squash rackets, and even badminton rackets. So let me go through the process really quick. It's really easy. The first thing you're going to do is go to stringitlikeyoumeanit.com and you're going to select a string. Now, if you have your own string, we have a service for that too, where you send your string with your racket into us. But for most people, you're going to select a string. And as part of the price of that string, that includes the actual stringing of the racket, the professional service for that. In addition, for everyone who takes us, gets that service, we do free priority shipping back to you, so you get your racket back as quickly as possible. We also do grip replacements, over grips, and for those rackets that need it and where they're available, we can even do grommet replacement. So once you've selected your string and any other services that you need and you've completed your order, the next step is to get your racket to us. So I want to show you exactly how you can do that, the easiest way to do that, so that we can get your racket to you as soon as possible. So the first thing that you need to do is you can get 2 free medium-sized USPS priority mail boxes, and you can get these at any post office. I think you can even request them online from USPS and they'll send them to you. But you need 2 of these, okay? And the first thing you're going to do is you're going to take one, you're going to close the end of it, and you're going to leave this side open, just like this with the flaps open. You're going to take a little bit of newsprint or some other piece, some other cushioning material, hopefully not peanuts because those get really messy. But just take and put it all the way down in the bottom of the box right there. And the next thing you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and you're going to take your racket and you're going to put it in the box just like this. Then you're going to set it down and get your second box. You're going to close the end of the box. This time you're going to tuck in the ends of this second box right here, just like this. You can see I tuck these in. And you're going to take another piece of newsprint or something else, and you're going to put it in this box just like that. Then the next thing you're going to do is you're going to take the 2 sides, you're going to put the end of the racket in here, and you're just going to push them together until they meet and they sit just right. Just like that. Then what you're going to do is you're going to take your tape, you're going to go ahead and tape them together Make sure you tape them really nice so so it stays together and it's sealed well. Then you're going to take this to any post office or other place that takes mail, and you're going to send it to us. Hopefully you're going to send it to us priority mail. It's always the cheapest way. It's tracked and it's insured, so you'll know exactly when we get your racket here at String It Like You Mean It. Once we get it, usually it takes 2 to 3 days to get to us. Sometimes faster, sometimes a little bit slower, depends on where you're shipping it from. Once we get it and we check your racket, we're going to go ahead and it usually takes us 48 to 72 hours to get it strung, to get it back in the mail to you. Again, we ship it to you free, USPS priority mail. We send it back to you that way, and you'll get it back in 2 to 3 days. Most of the time, from the time you send it to us to the time you get it back is between 5 and 7 business days. That's a lot faster and a lot cheaper than having to drive, 4 or 8 hours to get your racket strung. So we do offer an expedited service if you need it done faster. It's on our website. In that case, what you do is once we get your racket, we put it to the front of the line. So as soon as we get it, we put it on the stringer and we string it. We put it back in the mail to you. This time express mail. And once you get it, in most cases you'll get it back within 2 to 3 business days. So again, this is Rick at stringitlikeyoumeanit.com. If you have any questions, feel free to email us at info@stringitlikeyoumeanit.com. And we look forward to stringing your racket and to working with you for quite some time to make sure that your equipment is taken care of.